All right, so this is my camp spot today. Um, that's my cart. I've got my solar panels sitting on this hill. Let's check them out. I've got the NECTEC that I told you guys about. It does a fair. It charges pretty good. I just charged in this yesterday, and we're looking at, what does it say? I can't even see it. 40% on this one. And on this one over here, on the what is this called? Ow, thorns. Great. Flex Solar. This is 66%. I switched them up because, I moved the batteries back and forth because the Flex Solar, they don't really do very well. They're supposed to be waterproof and all that stuff. Uh, I don't like them. I like the NECTEC. It charges much better. I would say double what the Flex Solar does. About the same price too. So, you know, here's my tent. I've got, the thing I like about this tent is the inside, it's without the rain quilt on, sorry, rain quilt, without the rain fly on, it's just netting or whatever, and it's got these aluminum poles that just attach on with these little clips here. So pretty, happy with that. The one selling point for it for me is really these up here, these vents. These vents are super cool. Most tents don't really have that, and the problem with not having that is a lot of condensation stays inside the tent. With this one, there's no condensation inside the tent. The other thing I like about it is down here, the rain fly goes almost all the way to the ground. A lot of tents you'll come across don't have that. It'll come up, they'll have it like about 2 inches up, and it really creates, like, you actually have to use a tarp at that point. I do have my tarp over here. It's drying right now because when I woke up earlier, I think it was 40 degrees last, no, 39 or something. And by putting that tarp on top of my tent, wrapping it, it gives me about 10-degree differential. But it gets very wet. The condensation is still going up outside in the vent, out the vent, but like this thing, my rain fly gets totally soaked. But it gives me about 10 degrees. I'm gonna stay here again tonight because it's supposed to still get down to the 30s or the high 30s or whatever. And I can't, if I'm doing a stealth camp, that's very uncomfortable because a lot of times if I'm doing a stealth camp, I have to get out I have to get out, early, and that means I'm sitting there, trying to warm up outside my tent for a long period of time. With my cart, you'll see I've got this guy hanging off the side, my, what do you call this thing? A poncho. I like it. I got it because it had like a visor. It's got like a hood and it's got a visor, but the visor is like a soft, floppy visor. It's not like a hard, I don't like that. What I usually have here is one of these guys. I have two of these thermoses, and they fit in these little holes on each side, two of them, even though this is kind of broken up. And that allows me to put water on the outside. That gives me 2 gallons, one on each side. I am having some problems with the cart. I don't know if you'll just see it, but so I'm pushing the cart, right? I can pull it or push it, depending. The problem is, right now, is yesterday I came outside and I had filled up the cart, and the wheel, you can see the skid marks on the side where it's pushing, it was bent in, so every rotation it was pushing in on this. I was able to bend it back, thankfully, but I don't anticipate the cart getting me very far at all. But I did another video on that, just kind of a talking video, and it was you know, if I have to, like I've got in here, I've got my backpack that's got like tobacco and or a laptop, and I've got my backup shoes, I got my reflective vest, and I've got my big backpack, which I can use if I need to. I'm going to try to push this. I'm going to try to get this as far as I can humanly get it. You know, I'll be dragging it along. I was hoping, you know, it would do me in good stead until I got in shape a little bit. But and this here is where my my trowel goes. I fold it up, and I also have it on the outside so that in case there's any wild dogs, I can just put it together. I've also got this, which is just a pipe. And what I do is I put it back here, and I can wrap my drink around it. My drink, my you know, Bubba drink, whatever, and it just, you know, goes around it, stays there. But I can always pull this out and use this as a weapon if need be. Lots of bandanas I got inside my tent. The Invoker, the what do you call this thing? The memory foam mattress. Man, this is so, it keeps me very, very warm. I don't really have much as far as extra stuff. I mean, I got my puff jacket there. I've got my sleeping bag. You know, I got some water over here. My tobacco, my tactical, what is it? It's like a tactical hit bag or whatever. There's some things in there, batteries and stuff, and my tent bag. I got clothes over there, and up top here I've got some. I just put some. I bought some bagels the other day. Keep them up there, so they're not. I put them up there because I don't want food in my tent near the edge, where in case there's mice or rodents and they can smell it and whatnot. Let's just show you kind of this area here. So you already saw my solar panels, and then there's just like a piece of a car or something. I don't know how old it is. Looks pretty old though, because of the way it's rounded and whatnot. There's another one. There's another hill over there, but I don't know if you can see the tops of the. So about 100 yards that way, there's like a Food Lion strip mall type thing, and over there, oops, about the same distance as a storage shed company thing. I saw 2 coyotes out here yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and you know, not super worried about that, but you know, it's always best to be careful with food and things like that. I've got a little creek over there. That's pretty cool. It really looks neat though. I mean, it's like a inside the. It's like it was cut out, you know, like maybe when the strip mall was built. But if I need extra water, you know, the thing is, runoff water is not super clean. But if you're taking a bath in it, it's fine. But there's not a big enough area for me to, you know, it's not like dammed up, so I could get in there and really get happy with that. So I'm just doing pogo bath still. But yeah, that's my setup. I expect to leave tomorrow. It should be Tuesday, and really kind of looking forward to it, kind of dreading it, but at the same time, you know, you got to do what you got to do, and this is about the walk. I'm just really worried about this tire, and so, but you know, in my mind I've kind of set it up so that if I have to, I'll just, you know, put everything in the backpack, get rid of a lot of stuff, and go on, because that's the Hobo Road, and that's what I'm doing. Hobo Yeti signing off.